Okay, so today we're going to do the cosine law, okay? And this is a law that you can use where if you can't use the sine law, then you can probably use the cosine law. And this comes into play when, say, you know this angle, and maybe you know this side from this side, and that's all you know. So nowhere do I have both an angle and a side. I don't have an angle. I have my side here. I have this angle, but not this side. So I can't set up any sine ratios. Okay? So I couldn't solve the triangle with just the sine laws. Okay? But we have a cosine law that allows me to solve for a side length. Okay? So this is the law, and it's just one formula here, and it allows you to find a missing side A. And that assumes, okay, if I was looking for that side, okay, that you have side B, that you have side C, and you have angle A. So basically you have an angle enclosed by two sides, and that will allow you to solve for any side. And since I have two of the sides, it's just the one side that I'm missing, and that's what you're solving for. Okay. This formula can be used for any side length though. I've got it set up for A, okay, but you can easily set it up for B. It just becomes B squared, okay, equals A squared plus C squared, subtract 2AC cos of B, the angle from the side that we're looking for. And I'm missing side C, and then it becomes A squared plus B squared subtract 2AB being cosine the angle on the side that I'm looking for. So those are your three formulas right there to find any missing side of a triangle. Okay? And on the next lesson we'll go into what if I'm trying to find the angle. In other words, what if I'm trying to find cos A? And you could probably figure that out. If you rearrange this formula to solve for cos A, that's going to give you your formula. We'll go through that tomorrow. Okay. So in the meantime, let's actually take and do an example here. Okay. So I'll erase my triangle, okay. And then we'll put the triangle up here. Just any old triangle, so something like this. And I give you that the side is, say, 16, we'll say centimeters. The side is 20 centimeters, and we'll put an angle of 95 degrees in here. And I'm trying to find this side. Notice I haven't labeled my triangle other than the angles and the distances. Okay? So then you can label it however you want. Okay? So if I want to use the top formula, and I'm missing this side, so I will make this A, so this is side A, the one that I'm missing. This is what I want to find. If that's A, you can label this B or C, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll make that B, that's C, this is side C, this is side, this is side B, and this is side C. Okay, so we're going to use the top formula. So I can erase the other two. Put in what I have. So there's my formula. I've got side length B, it's 20. I've got side length C, it's 16. And again, that's 2 times B, which is 20, C, which is 16, times the cos of my angle A, and my angle A is 95. Okay. So I end up with A squared equals B squared, so 20 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 20 times 16 times the cos of 95 degrees. So then you get your calculator. This is going to be 400 plus 16 squared, which gives you 256, minus 2 times 20 times 16, okay, so minus 640 times the cos of 95. So you're going to put in the cos of 95 in your calculator. hit enter, and I get negative 0.0872. I try to keep 3 decimal places when I do the cos or sine of an angle, just to get a little more accuracy. You can look at significant figures when you go to write your final answer. Okay, so we put this all together. A squared equals, this is still 400 plus 256. I do this calculation. Okay, so negative 640 times negative 0.872, and you come up with a positive 55.8. My a squared is equal to, we total those together, and plus 400. We get a total of 711.8. So notice something when I say, well, that seems way off, 1620. Notice I don't have a is equal to that, I have a squared is equal to that. So I want just what a is equal to, so I'm going to have to take the square root of a squared in order to get that answer. So then I get a equals, okay, and then I take the square root of my answer. Square root of 711.8, I get 26.7. Remember again that this is, since I'm taking the square root of a number, it is a positive or a negative, so technically I have plus or minus 26.7. But in the context of my question, since my distances are positive, I'm not going to report a negative distance as an answer. And so only the positive one counts as an actual answer. So that is the distance for A. And again, I could have set it up for any one of my 3 formulas. It's all on how you label it. And no matter how I label it, one of your equations is going to work to solve it. And tomorrow we'll talk about how do I solve for a missing angle if I have the side lengths.